Good evening, my name is Consolata Chibalonza. Thank you very much for joining us for today's edition of ABN TV Prime News. Now today being Thursday, we obviously have a very nice session called the Know Your Law. We get to discuss matters law. Apart from that, we'll be looking at stories, for example, or for instance, Deputy President Gachagua's impeachment motion that was debated upon today, and a member of parliament raised an issue whereby they were doubting on the speaker, that is Moses Wetangula's ability to be impartial as it pertains to this case. This and many more stories will be on your eyesight or on your doorstep this wonderful evening by me, Consolata Chibalonza. See you in a bit. Welcome. Now, a historic motion to impeach the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua, which has sparked political tension in the country, was presented in Parliament on Tuesday afternoon. This comes after several complaints failed to be submitted in court to halt the progress of the case against the second-in-command. As our reporter Emmanuel Marwa explains, National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula has approved the motion, although for him it will not be a walk in the park.
Marakwet West MP Timothy Kipchumba Torwaitich has called for Speaker Moses Wetangula and the Deputy Speaker to recuse themselves from overseeing the impeachment proceedings against Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. The move came during a heated session in Parliament, which saw the motion for impeachment gain overwhelming support from MPs. Torwaitich questioned the impartiality of both Speaker Wetangula and the Deputy Speaker, claiming their prior comments on the matter showed a bias that could jeopardize the fairness of the hearing.
Honorable Speaker, we need to give the Deputy President a fair hearing. Honorable Speaker, it is on record. As you sit, Honorable Speaker, you are a neutral arbiter in this matter. This chamber sits as a trial chamber and is similar to the High Court pursuant to Article 125
This is not a trial chamber
of the Constitution.
Tim.
Honorable
the trial
Speaker,
chamber is the Senate.
Irrespective of that, as we sit, Honorable Speaker, you are a neutral arbiter in this House. Honorable Speaker, it is on record that you have made a pronunciation or you have known to have taken sides on this matter. Honorable Speaker, as a neutral arbiter, you have expressed yourself on this subject matter together with the Deputy Speaker. Honorable Speaker, so that the Deputy President is given a fair hearing, would it be in order for you and the Deputy Speaker to recuse yourself of this matter? We have a panel of speakers in this House so that the Deputy President can be given a fair hearing before the floor of this House.
Uasin Gishu Woman Representative Gladys Sholei openly declared intention to impeach Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Sholei, while speaking at a function in Uasin Gishu County on Monday, September 23rd, boldly put the DP on notice, saying she was willing to spearhead the impeachment motion.
Rigathi Gachagua, you have been very disrespectful of the president. You have committed gross insubordination. You have violated the National Cohesion Act because you are busy preaching tribal politics. You have committed enough offenses, and now we have said enough is enough. We will send you home, or you resign by yourself. If you don't want to be you don't respect your president, then go home.
During a church service in Machakos County on Sunday 29th of September, the Speaker of the National Assembly made sentiments that, according to the legislature, implied that he was in support of Gachagua's impeachment.
Courage is not courage if you use it to hit your head against the wall. It is stupidity. Na tunataka tuwe na viongozi ambao wanajua the limit of where to go, what to say, where to say, how to say, and the impact on society. Na kama kuna mtu yeyote anataka kufuruka amani ya nchi, ikiwa ni mimi, nitolewe. Akiwa ni Makau, atolewe.
Defending himself from the recusal request by MP Kipchumba Wetangula, changed his tune and revealed that he remains neutral on the matter. The Speaker noted that he only resonated with the sermon at the church service he attended on Sunday, noting that it was based on the book of Mark 9, chapter 38, which reprimands evildoers in the society.
To begin with, the speaker here has taken no position. And I want to assure you that on Sunday, the speaker was invited by the women rep for Machakos to attend a church service. And the priest called Father Vincent based his homily on the book of Mark, chapter 9, verse 38 onwards.
And to that, I pray, may justice be our shield and defender. Emmanuel Marwa, ABN TV.
Now, Kericho Governor Dr. Eric Mutai has been charged following a motion presented in the Kericho County Assembly by 30 ward representatives out of the total of 47 representatives who voted in favor of his removal in the first stage within the Assembly. A motion was presented by Sigowet Ward Representative Kiprotich Rogoni, aiming to oust him over the following accusations: 1, serious violation of the Constitution, abuse of office, and misuse of public resources. This is not the first time, however, we are having a governor being impeached or having a motion of a governor under impeachment. Our very own Muthoni Caroline takes us through the number of governors who have gone through the same.
Impeachment motions are no longer new within the August House. Since the start-off of the devolved units of government, governors have been called to account via an impeachment threat or summons. Former Embu Governor Martin Wambora was successfully impeached by the MCAs in 2024. This was less than a year after elections. Former Kiambu Governor Ferdinand Waitito was also impeached by the MCAs in 2020 and the decision upheld by the Senate. Former Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko was also impeached in 2020 by MCAs and senators approved his removal from office. Former Wajir Governor Mohamed Abdi Mahamood was impeached by MCAs in 2021, which was 4 years after elections. Former Kericho Governor Paul Chepkwony was impeached in 2014 by MCAs but was reinstated by senators. Former Murang'a Governor Mwangi Wairia was also impeached by MCAs in 2015, but the motion did not pass in the Senate. Former Taita Taveta Governor Granton Saboja was impeached by MCAs in 2019, but senators did not pass the motion. Kirinyaga MCA impeached Governor Anne Waiguru in 2020, but senators returned her to office. Governor Mwangaza was first impeached by the County Assembly in December 2022, but an 11-member Senate Special Committee later found that none of the charges against her was proven. However, on the 21st of August 2024, senators voted to send her home based on the 3 charges in which she was found guilty, becoming the third governor to be removed from office by impeachment after Kiambu's Ferdinand Waitito and Nairobi's Mike Sonko in 2020. Today, the list goes an inch longer with the impeachment of Kericho Governor Eric Mutai, with 31 members voting in favor of the motion. Impeachment stems from allegation of gross constitutional violations, abuse of office, and misuse of public resources. The motion was introduced by Sigowet Ward MCA Kiprotich Rogoni. Initially, the Assembly had anticipated Governor Mutai's presence for a defense against serious charges. However, he was absent and instead sent a legal team led by Katwa Kigen. An alleged court order that Mutai claimed would halt the impeachment proceedings was reportedly not served in time, allowing the motion to proceed as scheduled. Rogoni has accused the governor of several serious offenses, including leading a mob to seize private land in Kericho town for use of an approved dump site and coercing women into inappropriate sexual activities.
From office of the governor for Kericho County, Honorable Dr. Eric Mutai by impeachment has been supported by 2/3 of the members of the County Assembly of Kericho. I therefore declare that the motion is passed and the governor, Dr. Eric Kipkoech Mutai, stands impeached by the County Assembly. Based on the foregoing, I give the direction that the 2/3 of the membership of this House required to pass the motion for impeachment of His Excellency the Governor is 31 members.
The governor's fate is now in the hands of the Senate, where the County Assembly Speaker is expected to write informing them of the governor's impeachment. With the Deputy President impeachment ongoing, we cannot help but wonder, will Gachagua be the first Deputy President impeached from office? Muthoni Caroline, EBN TV.
Thank you very much for that report. Now, the national government, through the Ministry of Health, has announced that 85% of Kenyans have already enrolled in the new SHA health insurance system, which was launched yesterday. These reforms follow adjustments made in the health sector under the leadership of the Kenya Kwanza government, citing more benefits from the previous NHIF insurance, which has been restructured to better serve patients in the country. Chairperson of the Health Committee, Muthoni Njuki, has raised concerns about delays in county disbursements, though forcing counties to rely on loans for operations despite supporting the new insurance system.
Services and the implementation of development projects have been paralyzed due to delays in release of shareable revenue by the National Treasury. Many counties have made arrangements with money lending institutions to ensure their workforce is remunerated, but this arrangement has become costly due to monthly salary overdrafts, and we hope that this situation will not push our workers to take drastic measures which we have experienced in the past, which include drowning their tools and what we have just been through in the last few months with the doctors and the other health workers, including the clinic officers. This is something we need to discuss and have a sustainable solution so that we can have our civil servants who work in the health sector provide services uninterrupted so that we can be able to achieve the UHC. It is not possible for me to conclude my remarks without mentioning human resource for health, which is a critical pillar in achieving UHC. As you know, human resources are central to health services delivery, and county governments continue to prioritize and step up human resources for health capacity, both in terms of numbers, distribution of skill sets, and despite this, remarkable progress has been made to ensure that the pillars continue to face solutions that are tailor-made to deliver to this cause. Our counties continue to face challenges, partly because of the late disbursement from the National Treasury, and it is my hope that this meeting.
Now, on to some rather sad story. Where is Mumbua? The mystery surrounding the disappearance of Mombasa taxi driver Victoria Mumbua deepens after reports emerged that she was found unconscious and injured by police in Migori County. As our reporter Caroline Muthoni explains, her family remains in the dark about her whereabouts following the fraudulent air travel arrangements, saying that story was all fake.
Questions on police incompetence spark as the family of Victoria Mumbua Muloki, a taxi driver in Mombasa, went missing on September 27, 2024, claiming that they had not received any information about their daughter's whereabouts since the time she was suggested found by the police. The police gave out a report that she had been found unconscious in Migori County near Uriri Dam and was to be airlifted to Mombasa for treatment. Detectives also arrested 33-year-old Edwin Ngetich Kipkemoi, who was found with a stolen vehicle believed to belong to Mumbua. This information turns out to be a scam after the family was asked to send 20,000 shillings to someone claiming to facilitate her airlifting.
Person's family owner is escorted to the cybercrime for analysis, Your Honor. We also pray that during the 21 days, the suspect should not be released on bond.
We've not found my aunt, and the news that bloggers were posting is fake news. So we are yet to find her, or we do not have any information on regards of her whereabouts. The information came because somebody called my aunt's pastor in Mombasa yesterday, posing as a cop. And they extracted 20,000 from the pastor because they said she's been found at Migori, in a critical condition, and they wanted 20,000 to airlift her to Mombasa. So that's the information. Unfortunately, the pastor had already sent 20,000 to the guy. The phone went mteja. We've not heard from the guy ever since, but there's M-Pesa transaction information.
After the transaction was made, the caller switched off his phone, leading to confusion and unanswered questions, considering the earlier information given by the police. As the search for Victoria Mumboa continues, her family remains desperate for answers amid conflicting reports and the frustration of false leads by the police. Authorities now face the challenge of unveiling the mystery of bringing clarity to the family of where Mumboa might be.
Koti imekubali Law Society of Kenya na Mombasa Law Society kujiunga kwa kesi hii kama first and second interested parties. Wajibu wetu kama mawakili ni kuhakikisha kwamba haki inatendeka na mahakama inatimiza wajibu wake katika kutekeleza haki hii. Na pia Law Society of Kenya na Mombasa Law Society itajiunga katika kesi ile ya Shanzu kwa sababu familia tunataka kuona haki ikitendeka kwa familia. Familia iko hapa na sisi leo, mamake Bruce, babake Bruce. Tunataka kuhimiza.
Therefore, our role and duty in this matter, in the proceedings, will be to ensure that the victims have justice, to ensure that the process of investigations and prosecution is not maligned, is not tainted, and is not compromised. We shall not withdraw ourselves because of fear, because it is a matter that has a political angle to it. We are not in this thing because of politics. We are in this thing because as lawyers we owe a duty to the society.
Caroline Muthoni, EBN reports.
And we thank you very much, Caroline Muthoni. And for right about now, we're about to go to the second session. As you can see behind me, it is no YOLO. And of course, I promised you last time, and we are here to fulfill our promise, unlike the common kusema na kutenda. Now, today we're going to talk about family issues. Yes, there's all the impeachment motion that is going on. We'll touch on that, maybe one or two sentences, but our main point of discussion was on the family court. We have a lot of questions and a lot of issues to be discussed, especially when it comes to step parenting. How do we go about that? What are the provisions provided in the Constitution? So join me, Councillor Gachagua, together with Wakili Charles. I got his name right this time. And we will be together in the next 5 minutes or so. So stick around.